Hey there everyone, it's Ya Boy, the one and only Funny Bacon Goblin, back again in the kitchen. You know me from gaming, but today we're swapping the controller for a spatula and diving into the whimsical world of baking. Yep, you heard that right. Your boy is about to get his bake on.
Okay, I don't know who the hell that was, but, what's up, Cheap Tits? My name is TheGamingBaconator, and welcome to another The Gaming Baconator's Fantastic Cooking Hour. I'm headbanger. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what I'm talking about, but, what I'm going to be doing today is something similar to the previous video. It's, still in cookie territory, but instead of it being chocolate chip peanut butter cookies, it's Snickerdoodle cookies. However, little twist. This is ChatGPT's recipe. Yeah. I'm making Skynet cookies. Let's go ahead and I guess just start. Actually, probably. I probably should have done this beforehand, but I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven. I will be right back. Yeah, there, now we get. Alright, so, cream, butter, and sugar. So, we've done this before. Just get the butter. Should have got a spoon.
Huh?
Alright, and it says soften, it says softened butter, 1 cup here, so, let's see, 1 liter, metric, no, I don't speak metric, I'm an American. We're gonna put enough butter in this to make Paula Deen cry. Alright, got a little bit of butter here, and gonna, icky pooey. It's got that slurpy, slimy sound. I don't know if the lav mic picked it up. Probably not, but maybe. I don't know. It's kind of close. I mean, stuff just looks like mayonnaise. I'm making a mayo cake again. I fooled you. No. So we're gonna get the sugar. Don't pay any attention to. Let's see. So, 1/2 cup. I'm a guess. That's right. I'll do the half first. Which I am going off of the assumption that this is fitting for like a cup and stuff. Might not be, but yeah. Alright, and then gotta cream it in large, beat the softened butter. Okay, electric mixer. Here's where you learn your boy's an idiot. We're gonna need this baby. If I could actually learn to read, then maybe I could have had this out to begin with. But, I'm a YouTuber. Therefore, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I have just done this, like a...
Do mess.
Because I'm doing this, but I should try and make it somewhat visible on the camera. Because otherwise, what's the point of me doing this? Just, learning a hobby and everything? No! You can't do that. You gotta get the clicks! Even though I don't really get that either. Don't worry about that. Okay. Yeah. Let's, start on low. Work our way on up to high. Well, no, that's medium. Turned up to high and redo a joke from, I don't remember which video it was. Until light and fluffy. I mean, I'm not sure I would call that fluffy. Let's pop it in for another spin cycle. And stop! Yeah. And the oven is done. That's wonderful. No, I said turn off. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. There should be a way to... Maybe? There would be a way to do the... Where's... Damn it! Where's my poking spoon? Never step into the kitchen without your spoon. You never know when you're gonna need it to make a cookie, or, you know, fight off a zombie, or just whatever, you know, whatever life throws at you. Sometimes God gets bored, you know. That's stupid. 2 large eggs. Alright. Now these, I didn't want to get out because, well, I didn't want to get out ahead of time because I barely trust myself with eggs. I'm extremely clumsy. So, yeah, I mean, I can handle it pretty well, but, I mean, the other day I was making some pancakes, tried to crack an egg, and the thing just exploded. I couldn't get it, and I was pulling it, and then it just... Okay. And I've actually watched a couple of, like, binging with Babish, baking videos and stuff, so I'm not, like, anywhere near an expert on baking at all, but, I do know some little, like, techniques and stuff that he uses, so maybe that might make these cookies turn out better. Yeah, that's, well, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I got a yellow hand. And then, because it says add eggs and vanilla, let's go ahead and start beating that up a little bit. Let's turn it on low. What was the vanilla? 2 teaspoons. 1 cup. This ain't what I need. Close enough. Okay. And this is the real vanilla extract, so you gotta really make sure you don't get vanilla intoxication. Yeah. Which I can't remember the exact amount that's needed for, like, vanilla poisoning to happen, but I'd rather not risk any of it. Okay. Now, when does the flour come in? Combine dry ingredients in a separate bowl. This is what I should have used. I'm gonna turn that off. Well, okay, so combine dry ingredients in a separate bowl. Whisk together the flour, cream of tartar, baking soda, Yeah, so now here's where we get into the flour and stuff. So 2/3, well, 2 3/4. So let's do 1. Okay. Try and get a fuller house. Full house. Never really watched Full House. Okay, so 2/3. So what I'm gonna do here. Yeah. And then it's the other 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar from September of 1999. So, should be interesting. What's it? Barely smells like anything. Okay. Actually. Gotta get all that cocaine out. Well, I've run a little short on the cream of tartar. It's still a cool little thing. Okay, and 1 teaspoon baking soda. And 1/4 teaspoon. Fractions. Yeah. I don't know if that's exactly 1/4, but close enough. Okay, and so let me go back down here so I can see this here. Flour, cream, and tartar. Okay, so I am. Maybe one of these videos I'll actually have everything already out and everything, so I don't have to keep going off camera and everything. But that day's not today. Let's see here. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? Probably do it like that. Ooh! Little accidentes. Try and... Yeah, let me see here. Just turned up to medium. I mean, It's not smelling bad. It smells like cookie dough. Let's do one more. Okay, let's check it here. That's a pretty good consistency. That's like soft serve ice cream consistency, which I think isn't that what you want for cookies and stuff like that? Okay, small bowl, combine 3 tablespoons. Small bowl. Small bowl. Okay, so cinnamon and sugar mixture. So let's see, 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Need to get a spoon. You need to get a spoon before you can. I said never go into the kitchen without your spoon, and then I lost mine. I'm a bad cook. So yeah, 3 sugar. Yee. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 5. I bet somebody just rewinded. Like, what the hell? Well, hey, he put 5. He said he was supposed to put 3 in it. That's it. This is bullshit. I'm unsubscribing. You can't unsubscribe. I know where you live. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, cinnamon. 3 teaspoons. I can do that. Got some McCormick. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Anyway. So it's. Oh, so it's pretty much like equal parts. Am I gonna have to do the cinnamon challenge? Because I really don't want to. I didn't want to do it back when it was popular. I don't want to do it now. I did do the Harlem Shake though. Don't look that up. I think it might still be on my channel, but you didn't hear that from me. Okay, so let's get my whisk here. My whisk. And done. Okay. Alright. So, dough balls. I feel like I might not be able to do dough balls with these. Because these are not like it's not thick enough to actually roll into a ball. Because like I said, it's like soft serve consistency, and that ain't how it's supposed to be. So let's go ahead and add just a little bit more flour. Just to kind of thicken it up a little bit. Okay. So how's your all's day been? Alright. We're looking better. We're looking better. And I'm going to actually, while that's doing that, I'm going to cut that down a little bit. And I'm gonna actually get a baking sheet out. And parchment paper. Just want to make sure that that's mixed well. Might be mixed too well. Ooh. Yeah. That sound is probably completely normal, but I don't like it. Okay. So, should probably, you know, stand in front of, I don't know, the camera when I do this. Okay. Next. Well, how about that? Alright, and now let's do this. Let's try and stir it. Get out of yeah, that's right. Might have made it a little bit too thick. We'll see what happens though. Just trying to get it out of here so it doesn't drip everywhere. Okay. Just set that in the bowl. I think I might be done with my spoon. Alright. That's a big cookie. It's a bit of a bootleg method, but oh well. Guess it works all the same. 8 to 10 minutes. Yeah. Put these cookies in there, and that was yeah, it says about the size of walnuts, and I don't think I know what a walnut looks like. Oops. And here we go. So, the reason these look the way they do is obviously partially just user error, and I didn't quite make them like perfect little balls. So, like, I mean, on one hand, you got stuff like that. That's a nice, sexy looking cookie right there. But then, on the opposite side, you got shit like this. Mazel tov. So I'll see you guys later. Well, I'll be damned. So ChatGPT actually made a viable Snickerdoodle recipe, which I'm not sure. It may have pulled it from somewhere on the internet. I'm not quite sure how ChatGPT works with getting its information. But I assume that it probably made it up from scratch. And it's not that bad. It's just sugar and cinnamon, pretty much. I mean, you can't go wrong with a cookie. Like, it's kind of hard to screw up a cookie, especially one like that. This one looks nice too. Yeah, it's cool. So basically what I'm saying is the singularity is coming. Pray. And as always, I guess that I'll see you later.